Oh my gosh, I did not know that before.
You do not have to worry about it. Lord have mercy, unlike the other two.
No, Lord.
I was surprised when you said there was 2 cats.
There is a law called abandonment. All we have to do is enforce it. I looked it up with this house in 1940, and it's a 60 days. If the house is vacant for 60 days, you as the borough, all you have to do is just agree on it, go in, do what you need to do, and leave.
I think on the situation on the next door, your next door neighbor, they were telling us that the bank was responding to all the letters. They were getting letters sent, and they would say, oh, so that's where we were running the problem of abandoning. But as far as we'll agree, I don't think anybody on here on day 61 would object to going in and helping, because I know what you went through. I mean, it's horrible. I can't imagine. I'm the kind of person that if I had roaches in my house, I'd have to move out. I couldn't live like that. I'll be honest with you. I couldn't do it. So I feel awful that people, and it's not just you. You just happen. I know you, so I know your story. But I know there's people in the village that it's happening to, and we got to figure out a way to do it. If it's 61 days, guess what? We'll be in there 61 days later.
Yeah, all you have to do is it's a law, and it's called amendment. You can look it up. And I had gotten my lawyer involved because I knew that this house was vacant for over a year, and I knew it was in a bad condition because it was in a bad condition when they lived there.
And the hard thing for us is, and it's all solicitors. I haven't even talked to the new solicitor about it, but the old solicitor and anyone you talk to on the county level, all they're trying to do is protect the borough. And only you can't do this. Anytime it seems like we go to a lawyer, they tell us they can't do it. You know what I mean? So we couldn't get the backing of the solicitor or anyone to say, hey, go ahead and get it. But if we find out that what you say is true, then there's no problem.
Yeah, 61 days.
No problem at all.
But thank you guys, I can't thank
Yes, thank you. I live on the other side.
Teresa Creighton?
Yes, I want to say the same thing. I mean, I've spoken to you personally about the situation and the whole borough for taking care of that. Yes, it took 3.5 years, but it was finally taken care of. Another thing is I've spoken to the chief already about last time we were here. Everybody had said about the town watch, how they never, the town watch, the town watch, the town watch. I again said that I would try to get it started again. I have gotten several replies. So anyone here who does want to be involved in it and help the borough out, just let me know. And I will just keep posting it. I'm going to also get flyers made for the people who are not on Facebook or computer. And I will be in touch with the chief in Brookhaven as well. Okay.
If we do stuff like our authority, we used to have a capital watch. So I know we have the radio with down here off Oxford Avenue where the building that's down there. The radio in here. Caught the police or somebody. Because I just.
That was years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago.
It was your neighbor, Rita Hill,
Right.
that was involved.
Yeah.
That was, my dad was involved because he spearheaded it. I still have a hat.
The only thing I say about the town watch is I just think bad stuff's gonna happen. Because these kids, man, they're just bums. They're just bums. Thing to do is got to be up in a circle. And then we're gonna be the guy with the hoodie. The guy wearing the hoodie is gonna get, people are crazy around here because they ain't gonna want to see what happened to the guy that went to serve for.
Yeah, they have to notify the authorities and not confront.
Yeah, it's
not like you can say to a kid, I'm gonna bring it to your dad, and they're like, oh shit.
Well, you wouldn't do that. With Town Watch, basically it's communicating with the police officer. If you see a group of children in a driveway, or if you see a fire.
I don't see that happening around
You
here.
don't see that happening with Town Watch?
I see something.
I'm not saying it's going to definitely go through. I just said it's worth a shot.
I would never speak out. I don't Doing town watch getting beat off
Money.
here. I know mostly
Worth a
every
shot.
single kid
That's all.
around
It's worth a shot.
Folcroft. I know almost every kid around Folcroft, and 78% of them are punks. And you're just gonna run in the pump.
I understand, but you know what, in order to get through the town watch, every person has to be sitting as well.
I'm looking out for you guys. I deal with them on a constant basis. You can't even coach the kids. You think you're gonna enforce them by telling them to put out a fire?
Well, see, that's not Town Watch's purpose. Town Watch's purpose is
To call the police.
you take your cell phone, you call the number of the police officer in charge
There's a process.
during the time. That's all you do.
When the kid finds out that I'm calling the cops, what are they gonna do?
But you
They're
don't
gonna run?
let them know you're calling them.
They're gonna find out.
How are they going to find out?
The guy tried to put out a fire and he ended up in the hospital.
See, that's where,
Whatever
I understand. But,
he saw, he should let it out.
right, you should have dialed 911, you shouldn't have went there to take care of yourself. You shouldn't have. And it- I don't think so,
I don't get it saying it's his fault. It's the world's different.
but we're all different.
I don't wanna see people in town watching it, you know, the students and it's bad, it's killing me.
Okay,
Wasn't feared. I'm just saying, 78% of them
No,
are
we don't
punks.
have your help.
Mr. Romando, 744 Taylor Drive.
I want to say this clearly. There's nothing personal. It's business, political business. I asked you last week, last election, or the last meeting, why you fired Judith and also Carmen. You did not answer. Are you going to answer today? Are you going to answer today?
No, I'm not.
You're not.
No, I'm not.
No, you shouldn't be in that seat, number one. Number two.
Excuse me, sir.
Excuse me. When I'm through talking, you can have a rebuttal.
Go right ahead.
Okay? Number two, I'm requesting now a list of all the employees that you've hired since you people got in here, including Cliff, what their job description is, their salaries, and what their hours are. Okay? I don't want to hear it. I want it in writing.
You need to go and fill out a right to know, sir, for that information.
That's what I want to hear. I'm here for these people because right now, from what I understand, you're over budget than what you've hired these people. And the only thing I can foresee right now is a property tax increase for next year, which starts on the 13th. Now, do I get an answer from you again?
I know we saved money.
Do I get an answer from you?
We saved money. We saved money.
Pardon?
We saved money in the budget. We did not add anything to the budget.
You're not
We
over
saved
the
money.
budget?
No,
No,
we're
we
not.
went under
Okay,
from what
then
was
I have it in
previously.
writing.
You can fill out a right to know, and we'll give you a copy of the budget. So far.
Like I requested before, Cliff Wilson and the rest of the people that you hired, okay? Now, you did not want to answer why you fired Judith and also Carmen. Would she get up and she start answering some of the questions to this gentleman here about what took place? The people you hired, are they knowledgeable in what they're doing, their job description? Can you answer that?
Yes.
Are they in, or do they come from Folcroft?
Yes.
Do they live in
Mr. Wilson
Folcroft?
is in Fallcroft. Linda is
The
not.
job, I'm talking about, not the council people. This lady here,
Right.
does she live in Folcroft?
No, she does not.
What?
No, she does not.
Where does she live?
Really?
Where does she live?
I don't have to answer that question, sir.
Right to know law, lady, and you ask Cliff Wilson.
Excuse me.
Right to know law, I'm asking you.
No, you go fill out a right to know form. And
I
then you
will,
will get your
and I'll
information.
take you to court.
Go ahead.
I'm
Go
serious,
ahead.
because you shouldn't be in that seat.
Fine, go ahead.
And I guarantee you, next year,
Fine, Mr. Miranda, fine, take me to court. Fine. Thank you.
you're nothing but a bunch of phonies.
Okay, thank you very much.
And remember one thing, people here, you're gonna have property tax increase because of this man here. He's under investigation in New York. Read the New York Times, I'll tell you.
Keep it up, Joe, and you're gonna get sued for slander with that law.
Elaborate, please.
Yes, I have a question,
See you, Joe.
for the rec board. planning on doing this year with kids. And it's, I mean, it's, to me, you have a recreation board that has 2 events.
I just
You have
found
the,
out,
you
I
have
really
the
probably need to
Easter
get
egg,
a
you have
record.
the, you
Well, there was
know,
more
the
than
tree
that.
lighting.
Christmas tree lighting.
You
Community
leave
Day.
it up to, and believe me, it's been this way, except a long time ago. When is the borough going to step in and start running activities and stop leaving it up to the boys club and the girls club to do everything for the kids in this town?
Can I just say
There
something
should
about
be a
that?
recreation committee that actually
Here's the
does
problem,
activities.
Colleen, I understand what you're saying, here's the problem Christine's having, and I'm gonna just be upfront and honest with you. She has a recreation committee of 2 people assigned from council. One of them myself, who, on this Easter egg hunt, I was able to volunteer 0 time, due to my other obligations to council and work. So she pretty much put it together herself. And the problem is, most of the people who are on the rec board weren't either resigned or, you're looking at someone that's, a new council that's 4 months into their term. And I think the rec board will grow, but right now, it's in a change, it's in flux. So to add anything this year is gonna be pretty hard, I think. And I think you could add stuff, but it's probably not gonna go. You know what I
I think
mean?
they need to add something. I think this summertime is coming. I don't care if it's a movie night, I don't care if it's something, but I just feel, you just said you cut money, why can't we put it towards the youth of this community? You know, the boys club does a great job, girls club does a good job helping out, but I just don't see, and haven't seen, that the borough has used their money in the recreation department since years ago, when I first was affiliated with folcroft, when they ran a summer program for the youth out on Montgomery Park and out in recreation parks. They had, the recreation ran something at the school.
It used to be out there.
And they had arts and crafts for the kids, they did it. And I'm not saying it has to be on that grand scale, but I think the borough needs to step in.
Well, I do
and help these kids.
know, that Christine tried to have a rec board meeting.
Not that.
It was publicized. No one showed up. She was the only one here. So we need to take a look at who was put in on the rec board and make some adjustments or find out why they.
Are our citizens allowed to be on the rec board?
Oh, yeah.
Julie,
Publicize it.
she needs help. She needs a lot of help.
Where do you publicize
We
it?
need people on our boards to
It
give us
was
ideas.
in the paper, John.
And once again, though, I have to disagree again, because from the last council, Dave Stankenberg ran the rec board, and he did a very, very good job in planning events. I mean, Community Day is a huge undertaking. He's the guy that, is there any, well, he's the guy that really helped out around Christmas time, riding around on the fire trucks, I'll just leave it at that.
I agree.
He did the Christmas, you know, we had the Christmas tree lighting, and every one of those events, while we had a rec board, he really did take charge of that. And I think there was some good events in it.
Can we get the 4-year-old
We
before
can
we
build
discuss
on
Santa
it,
Claus?
But I do believe there is money out there for the rec. There's playground funds, there's all kinds of money out there, and a lot of it goes to the kids. 21st Century Grant is out there for after-school care and after-school care programs that can be utilized during the summer. School districts capitalize on it, but so could boroughs.
Christine has been in contact with Nick.
There's a lot of things I have in the works, Elaine. If I get people, then I can delegate, I have a lot that I want to do. So as soon as.
We sat with Nick Vicarelli last Friday. He was kind enough to open his office to us Friday afternoon. He is willing to help us in any way he can. Christine threw a lot of ideas at him, and he's looking into all of them. He's also looking into other problems that we come across. So, I mean, she's trying really hard, and it's just a matter of, we gotta look at who was appointed into the rec board, whose position may be up, and we don't even know. So it's pretty much the basis of going back to previous minutes, researching all the information, finding the people, to find out if they are on the board, do they still want to be on the board? If they're not on the board, then we have to find people that are willing to be on the board and work with us.
Can they also utilize social networking as well as the newspaper in advertising the need of additional help from the borough?
We actually have, on our website, we now have a Twitter page that we're putting
get 95 million notifications
You can do
every
an
day.
email or like a, I don't know, like a
Twitter.
email blast to people that want to be on there. I think we used to get emails that would say that, events were coming up. Yeah, that's what I Because I'll be honest with you, I don't get the newspaper. I don't have time to read.
I do not.
The newspaper.
You can read the
Yeah.
And Mary Ann ran that, right? And the judge that went to prison put a kibosh on that. I was buying the supplies for that.
Yeah.
But that was a good thing for the kids.
It is. I mean, I'm open up to a movie night here, or put a big screen up and have game night or something. I mean, they need to do something. I mean, just something to get the kids off the street, because there is nothing for them to do.
There is no.
There's not a thing. There's not a thing.
Hey, if nothing else, I'd like to call this meeting adjourned.
That was rude.